This is where I crashed. It wasn't a crazy walk. Maybe 3 miles out. Anyway, we're gonna go even further, so. Look familiar? Feels familiar. I used to love nature, a lot, actually. I would come out here quite a bit before the incident. Doesn't feel like it used to. There. That was my little hidey hole. I called it Michael Rock. Return to Michael Rock begins now. Been a hot minute. Not super impressive, all things considered, but it's still my rock. Think about it almost every day, the incident, but it started to seem less real, more like something bad that happened that I can't unlive. You know, like how people would talk about the Titanic. They weren't there, they can recount it, but it's more legend. Like it didn't really happen to me, you know? Like I heard about it on the news or something and it stuck with me. But not like I was there. My grandparents have, they've been coming around to me, warming up to the idea of me, I suppose. We've had more, we've said more than 2 words to each other recently. Things seem almost peaceful between all of us. They've noticed that I'm more calm, less openly pained, less erratic, whatever. Fact is, I'm not more healed. Not at all. I'm just quieter about it. I just don't talk about it anymore. The pain. I don't try to seek validation for it, or attention, or nurturement, because I wouldn't understand. I wouldn't. They don't. It's funny that they started accepting me more. Not when I got better, but when I stopped hurting as much. They were only willing to be in my life, helping, after I seemed healed. They didn't want to deal with the crazy Michael. The Michael with too much pain. They like the Michael that seems okay. He's not very controversial. My grandmother came in and said she was she's proud of me because I seem to be doing so well. She was so grateful for all the progress I've made. I'm not okay. At all. I'm in the worst place I've ever been. Because I've reached a point where I genuinely don't care. Everybody says they don't care. oh, I don't care. Whatever, it has nothing to do with me. There's not a part of my soul that is anxious, upset, longing. I'm still. I'm like this. I used to come out here all the time to Michael Rock whenever things were getting really bad at home. My dad would get too loud, or my mom would say something bitchy. Didn't have siblings to get mad at, so it was always my parents. Place that no one else knew. No one except my ex, who long gone out of the story now. That was like 15. Farewell, Susan McFarland. You will be missed. This has been my thinking spot, my place of refuge from pain and disaster, woe and agony. The woe and agony of being 15, of course. Man, there was so much that I just thought was the end of the world when Susie McFarland broke up with me, you know. I remember thinking, oh, that absolute bitch. I remember thinking, my heart's never gonna recover. I loved her so much. What did I do? How do I get her back? Mom, this is the worst pain ever. You don't understand. I can't stand. I can't go to school, Mom. You don't get it. Susie's gone. She was my everything. 6-month relationship. I couldn't stand when I lost her, man. Just want to sit down in bed all day, do nothing. Even skip school a couple times. Of course, my mom found out. I got in trouble, but I didn't care. I was hurt. I was in pain. I didn't think anything could top that. I didn't. Not in a million years. When I first became numb like this, I thought I was healed. I thought I was better. And I thought to myself, oh, that was fast. But then I thought about dying. Throwing myself off a bridge, jumping in front of a car, something like that. Not that I wanted to, but I did think about it. And I decided that I would be totally okay with it. That's when I realized that something was wrong. But I knew that the second I told one of my grandparents, they'd put me in therapy full time. Maybe even send me to a ward. So I didn't tell them anything. I don't particularly want to kill myself. You know? I mean, who wants to do that? The day my family got shot, the day before the barbecue, was a swim meet for me. That was the day the party was originally scheduled, but my father postponed his own birthday party so that I could make my meet. I could have said no to the meet. I could have said, sorry guys, it's my dad's birthday, I'm gonna go to that. My dad wouldn't have postponed it to the next day. And the shooting wouldn't have happened. The shooter came to our house because he saw that there were many people inside on that specific Sunday. I scheduled my family's death. If I had just told my swim team, no, I'm gonna go to my dad's birthday party, guys. I love him. I'll see you later. I had my father reschedule his own birthday party for me. And it got him killed. It got everybody killed. My entire family. Over 6 bloodlines. The past 3 generations of my family, dead, killed. All because I wanted to swim and eat pizza with my friends. Hang out, talk strategy. Dr. Sherman, my therapist, has been trying to convince me that it's not my fault. I couldn't have seen that coming, you know? Michael, it's not your fault. You can't see the future. You're not God. If I fire a gun through a wall and I hit a woman and it hits her and it kills her, isn't it still my fault for being reckless in the first place? I said, fuck you, Dad. Your party can wait. I want to hang with my friends. So, is it really? Am I really freed from that? As we ran, we scattered throughout the house. And I kept trying to help people along. They kept falling, they kept tripping over each other like a fucking herd. Everyone I tried to help. My Aunt Janine was running behind me, and she got shot through the chest. That was most of the blood you saw on me. She fell on me, toppled me, and the guy walked right over me. And killed more of my family. While he was distracted, I ran upstairs. I climbed into a closet and I hid. By that point, I thought he'd killed everybody. Right when I got into the room, I heard him start firing some more. More screams. And I realized I'd left him to die. I went downstairs after he'd left. Of course, by that point, I wasn't entirely sure that he had. Found my dad, the bullet hole in his side. He bled out. He was the last survivor, alongside me. He said that there was nothing I could have done, and he died in my arms. Part of me knows it's stupid to believe that I could have run around like the Flash and saved each member of my family individually. I mean, even if I had been able to do that, even if I had saved all but one, I would still be beating myself up about it. I heard the shots behind me and I kept picking people up. Katie, Sandy, and Susie, I kept picking people up and shoving them ahead of me. And somehow they still died before me. Even the people I gave a boost. Everything I did was for nothing. And everything I didn't do was for everything. That's all I feel these days. That never went away. Just the feeling. All of it. All the feeling. if I'd been quicker, if I'd grabbed at least one of them, got them outside, something, opened a window, hopped out with them, something, even one of the little ones. If I'd saved one, if I saved one, would I still feel okay? I don't think there's any scenario in which I would have been satisfied with any of that. But if I could have saved one, it would have been great. My therapist kept saying that I was actually a hero for trying. I'm not a hero, I'm a failure. You know, this view used to make me feel something I couldn't explain. But now, I don't feel a thing.